guys, and welcome to Behind the Chain. Today I'm meeting with someone who is really interesting and inspiring. He's been very early in Dubai's blockchain space. He's been here for like 15 years, been working on all the crazy crypto projects, and he's building his own. So I really want to meet him, and I have a lot of questions from him. So let's go. Yeah, so Mende, I've seen you everywhere, but I still don't know who are you? Who is Mende?
Mende is an entrepreneur. He started with 9 years his first little venture, but it was not like a venture, it was more like a mission.
Mission?
Yeah, because we had this friend of mine, my friends, school friend's older brother, he was like buying this Kinder Surprise figures. And we actually started also buying Kinder Surprise figures from other kids in the school.
Right.
And this was my first big business where I make 3x, 5x, 6x, 10x. So
always the next thing since childhood.
So Mende is someone who doesn't know to make 5% or 10% profit. Mende actually is used to make X profits from the kids' age.
When did you come to Dubai? How old were you and what did you start working in?
I came to Dubai with the age of 22.
Okay.
I had a fully running business in Germany, but it was e-commerce at that time. So I had a car customizing shop online.
What led you to crypto after all that?
When a big OTC trader came to Dubai, which got introduced by a huge dropshipper from the States, and this OTC trader tried to meet people who actually want to buy Bitcoin and Ethereum. And I introduced him to some really big guys here, to some royals, to all kind of people, but nobody believed in Bitcoin and crypto at this time.
No one believed?
Nobody
just
believed.
8 years ago at that point.
Later they say like there's server, if you press button, server is off, and then there's
no more Bitcoin.
No more Bitcoin. But that's the beauty actually of Bitcoin, when you understand how the blockchain works, that you can't just switch off a server.
No one can switch it on, definitely.
They need to switch all off.
And what happened after like the OTC deal?
In 2017, I actually did the OTC deal. And it was such a good deal that I made 5 figures in commissions.
Wow.
And this got me so bullish to research more what this Bitcoin is. And when I read this Satoshi white paper, then I understood what blockchain is. And blockchain, it's much more important than the Bitcoin in my opinion, because blockchain, it's the underlying technology.
Fundamental.
And I immediately knew that blockchain, it's a feature which a lot of entities and businesses will need.
I'm really interested to see what you are building with Bonuz Market and your other projects. So
for sure, let me show you. Welcome to the home office.
That's very nice. I have just one question. What is this?
Huh?
This? Yeah.
This is an NFT.
Okay.
We hide it because it doesn't look so nice.
Is it your foot?
No, it's from Diego Maradona.
Oh!
He passed away, so I bought it in an auction. But we find it a little bit weird to have a foot, but then we don't want to put it somewhere else because it was really expensive. I thought it was 40,000 dirham, but then the auction was $40,000. This is here where the CTO usually works from. And this is the other part of the home office. So here we do some kind of video production. On this wall here, there's some planning happening. So
I see your famous desk setup over here.
Yeah, this is my setup over here.
I want to understand why 4 screens and what do you do in each one?
Basically what's happening here is, now I have here different browsers, but sometimes I have usually a browser open with all the trades and with all the courses to see what's going on in the crypto market. Or sometimes I have a YouTube video or something running, so I just put it on the side. Let me show you some cool stuff here, what we're working on.
You've been working on Bonuz Market in the past how many years?
One year actually.
1 year, and you passed your private sale round and went to all these events. But what is Bonuz Market?
Bonuz Market, it's a brand and celebrity token launchpad. But it's more an ecosystem for brands and celebrities to launch their token. Meaning, if the celebrities and brands like to participate in the future in this whole crypto spectacle which is going on, then they basically come to Bonuz and we provide them with a turnkey solution by launching the token, which then gives utilities for their users or their fans.
It works across all industries and all types of influencers in any business.
It works, yes, it needs to make sense, you know, like it should make sense, there should be a logic behind. So for example, if it's a celebrity or some person of fame, then it makes sense for them to offer like a meet and greet or something personal which the fans usually cannot get, but then if they participate in their token and buy them, then they can basically kind of get this utility. In Bonuz, the token holder basically he has the token and he has a lifetime prescription.
It's not limited to a month or no limited time. But usually with let's say the influencer market or the celebrity market, most of their fans are not yet well integrated into crypto. They're still new to crypto. So how can Bonuz allow influencers to reach their fans, and even if their fans are not into crypto in that sense?
Well, because of this problem exactly, we aimed to make it much more simple than connecting a Web3 wallet like MetaMask or Trust Wallet, which is really difficult. Even for me, when I do it the first time and I think that I'm a bit advanced user, I still honestly find it a bit difficult. So how can it be for my mother and my grandmother? It's impossible. I actually use Telegram, whereby we created a bot, and this bot is like an app in Telegram, because Telegram is an app, so it's an app in an app.
Okay, so they use it to log into the platform through the Telegram account.
Exactly, because the Telegram account has a lot of features, and basically one of them is to log in a very secure way through the digital identity verification.
Obviously this idea has had a lot of work come into it, a lot of time invested into it, and energy. How did that idea come into play? How did you see that vision?
Well, the idea, I would say, came in place already like maybe 2019. But I've been thinking about my own project, how it could be, and then I kind of started putting things together and mixing ideas, and then I figured out, based on my person, based on my contacts, and based where I am, that such a project would actually make sense. And I asked a few people and they said, amazing idea, do it. And based from this point, we started building, and it took actually months to write a few pages and to structure it. And then, you know, someday then it became more serious, and then, you know, I thought, okay, let's do this. And then I upgraded my life a little bit. I got a villa, which I use for the team, because I believe in bootstrapping, and that in the beginning the whole team should be together, especially the core people.
Is it in the same villa right now?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's like a kind of Silicon Valley style. I mean, you know, Steve Jobs, they also started Apple in a garage.
Actually, we don't have big garages in Dubai, it's too hot, so we'll start in there.
Yeah, exactly.
The work setting and the work environment here is actually a unique case to startups in the UAE. Like
UAE, we know it's very friendly to the future and new technologies, and surely there will be a system how it will get approved in some ways.
And there bring many opportunities for the crypto companies outside. And when do we expect Bonuz to launch?
Well, we could actually launch many months ago, but there is some reasons why we don't launch. One of the reasons is that we also watching the market and we see similar projects launching, and some of them, they launch very fast and they launched on decentralized exchanges, and we see that that's not so healthy sometimes for the projects.
Yeah, it pumps and gets the hype and then it just goes away.
That's some risk we could face, which we don't want to face. That's why we are not live yet, and that's why I believe, to give you a realistic answer, I think maybe 2 to 4 months it could be.
I'll look forward to that one. So Mende,
yes.
Thank you so much for showing us around. We had a lot of fun and we learned so much. And just a general, what's your general word of advice to any beginner getting into the world of crypto?
My general advice is to do a lot of research, but also find the right places where to actually do the research.
Okay.
Because the internet, it's overloaded. So I would recommend to follow some good other YouTubers. I think you know one of them.
Coin Bureau,
yes,
my favorite.
Yeah, it's also one of my favorites. And then also Whiteboard Crypto, it's really great because everything is very well explained. And I think people who watch this video, they should know what is Web3 and the difference between Web2. And also very, very important, the biggest principle, it's probably to know the fundamental values of the blockchain. What blockchain does, why blockchain, what's the whole vision behind it, what's centralization and decentralization. I feel people who will understand those fundamental principles can easily learn and research with common sense forward.
And when we do research, usually we might come across a lot of FUD, a lot of fake influencers on YouTube or Instagram trying to manipulate the market with pump and dump. So how can someone navigate through that and avoid all the FUD that's happening sometimes?
That's very complicated. That's really hard. I would recommend the people to research the person better, who is actually the mentor or the teacher, what's his history, what kind of projects he was affiliated with, and stuff like that. So
it's always with the team, basically.
Yeah, it's very important, but I believe that there is a lot of very good people, and the whole crypto community, it's amazing. A lot of people have a new, like they are very modern-minded and very open-minded. It's all about learning, exchanging information, giving tips to each other.
Right.
And I believe that you guys can embed this in GulfCrypto very well.
Thank you very much.
Also with those great interviews, and I'm totally honored to be one of the first people.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, and all the people who see that and who follow me, make sure you follow GulfCrypto people too. It's very, very important and critical.
Alright, so I think that commences our interview. So, series. Thank you so much for joining us, Mende.
Thank you, Karim.